What's up, folks and freaks? Now, this is like a rant style video, and I normally don't upload that type of content, but I gotta get some off my chest, so bear with me. Now, you're probably thinking, like, this seems like a very composed video. I'm going to lose all my composure in a matter of seconds. I fucking hate my job. Now, if you're around my age or older, you probably work too at a job that you probably don't really like. I'm 20 years old and I live in America, so I'm working demon hours. But I have not always hated my job, and I've been at this job for a long time. Well, that depends on what you consider a long time. Like, I'm young, on the younger side, so I've been at this job for maybe about a year and a half. I used to not hate it. I used to not hate my job. I didn't always hate my job. I was kind of like indifferent on it, and I was like, hey, this is a cool place to be, considering I have to be somewhere, right? Because we have to work somewhere until we fucking die. As of recently, it's gone to absolute shit. Or rather, my perception of what I'm doing has gone to absolute shit. The job itself, honestly, right now, it's in a state where I'm not being forced to work 10 hours like I was before and shit like that, or deal with bullshit or weird fucking customers. I'm not doing all that right now, but it's important. The management and everything, oh my god, the management and everything, like the managers, it feels like they don't know what they're doing. Like, it feels like they don't. It feels like nobody knows what they're doing, and everybody is too egotistical to take anyone else's word on anything or take a suggestion or anything. I'm gonna get to that in a second though. Right now in the rant, I want to focus on what I actually do at my job. I work at a place that I'm not going to say the name of. It's like a warehouse. I drive a forklift. I've been driving a forklift since 2 months. I've been there for about a year and 6-7 months. Driving a forklift, it's not too hard. We drive the stand-up Raymond forklifts. It's not something that everyone can do though, and there are things like receiving the trucks and the freight off the dock and just doing receiving as a position that I recently had to learn how to do. Not to mention I had to do it like 3 or 4 times before they actually sat me down to teach me what the fuck I was doing, and then got upset that I didn't know what I was doing. It's not the easiest, that in particular. Not everyone's gonna learn. We have a pretty limited staff. The staffing situation was horrible back before it was an overnight, because we work overnight now. The staffing was always bad. We got a full staff crew on the overnights, and now that crew seems to be getting gradually worse because our managers are idiots. We got firing people, not teaching people the right stuff, so then boom, they get fired. We don't even have a manager overnight. We have a lead who I like, but he's a puppet, because all leads are puppets and all managers are puppets, and everybody's a stupid. It just gets like very overwhelming at times. Like, as somebody who from up until pretty much a couple months ago was very like, not dandy to go to work, but very content. I've always been a very content person, but I've been especially content with work. I did not mind it. I was really good at it. It's gone to crap. And there's like some bullshit with somebody like almost every day. Not any of the crew members or associates. They're cool. Usually like a lead or something. And funny I say that, this is actually the next day compared to majority of the video voices you've been hearing from the earlier parts in the video. And I had a situation with my lead literally, at 5 a.m. right before I was about to get off. 5:15, we get off at 5:30. So what happened was that I do receiving strictly on Saturdays. I'm in the back taking freight off the trucks into the dock strictly on Saturdays. And since it was a Sunday night where the situation happened, it was my lead when receiving. He's not receiving the whole night. I can respect that. But even when he doesn't, he walks the floor to make sure everyone has done their work in the last 30 minutes every fucking night. So obviously, he's gonna see some stuff. If he doesn't think it's done a certain way, he's gonna say to do it. Last night in particular, and a similar situation happened like this before, he comes to me like, I come back from my 15, I take my 15 at 5. So I come back, finalize all my stuff and leave at 5:30. I come back for my 15-minute break. He's like, oh, where are you headed? To crush your trash? I'm like, yeah, I'm crushing my trash. We gotta get down these aisles. I'm like, no, the fuck we don't. No, we don't. Our manager, actual manager, who I don't like either, it was a whole situation where he's like, oh, you guys have to leave at 5:30. No overtime, yada yada. The next shift is supposed to pick up where you left off. Why am I gonna argue with that? We've done majority of the work in the building already. Why am I gonna argue with that? Oh, we gotta get down. No, we don't. No, we don't. We literally don't. We're gonna get in trouble if we stay. Why would we do this? It makes no sense. Obviously, I go crush my trash. I go over to my buddy. We're gonna call him Dora for the sake of the video. We're gonna call him Dora. I go over to my buddy Dora, and I'm like, hey, I'll sweep over here for you. He's trying to get everybody to work down more areas that the morning crew's here. They've been here for an hour and a half. Trying to get everybody to work down more areas. He's like, it's 5:30. Oh, why would we do that? I'm like, exactly. I'll sweep over here if you want me to, and after that, I'm going home. So I do exactly that. I sweep for Dora, the Explorer. I'll sweep for Dora, and I go home. As I'm walking past the aisle that he's got the other guys in, shout out to the other guys. I love all my coworkers. Just not really the leads and managers. And I honestly, the specific lead I'm talking about right now, I don't mind him. And if anything, I like him. He's just wants some bullshit all the time. I walk past the aisle. He's like, where are you going? I say home. And I keep walking. It's what, 5:43? I left at 5:46, 16 minutes after. He's like, where are you going? I'm going home. And someone else from a department I used to work in is walking right by me. I'm like, we have been told. We had been gone off on, not like it was our fault because there were other managers telling us otherwise. We had been gone off on by our direct manager that we're supposed to leave. I'm not staying. And he's like, hey, he used to be a manager at a different place. He's like, hey, I don't blame you. You know, there's ranks and da-da-da-da. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm like, exactly. I'm not gonna listen to you because you wanna overwork us. Get the fuck out of my face. And I took my happy black ass home. So that'll conclude all the ranting today. If this video gets out to a little bit more people than usual, then hey, check out my other videos. If not, yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, I'll be back to the usual scheduled stuff. I think I'm gonna have these talks be like a segment on the channel. We'll call it BBC. Boogie be chatting. Peace out, everybody. Like if you like the rants and all that stuff, and subscribe. Check out the other videos. See you guys next time.